Hey everybody, welcome back to signalsaz.com. We're doing another business spotlight podcast. And what started off as just a typical business spotlight, we're going to talk to DJ Sheridan. What's he got going on? Yeah, he's a realtor, whatever. Let's touch a little bit on that, and then I want to get to the really cool stuff. So a little bit about your business, what you got going on.
A little bit about me. I run Sheridan Property Group. I've been a licensed real estate agent since 2012, but out here in Prescott since 2013. So it's been a fun ride.
You've seen from the highs to the high, to the lows to the low.
You know what was interesting coming out in Prescott in 2013 after the crash? It's like, that crash sent Prescott back to like the early 90s. So I felt like I got to see a lot of still the old school Prescott. And, I moved here, the average sales price was $215,000. Today it's $705,000. Yeah. I saw that in a 13-year gap. So I've seen a lot of change over the last 13 years, good, bad, and some ugly, but all the good.
And I would really be doing a disservice if we didn't talk about your other half, your better half, Miss Candace Devine, who we love.
Yeah, I've realized that not many people know that I'm married to Candace Devine.
Who knew you were that lucky? Because
I know,
she is awesome. She's amazing.
I am very lucky. And yes, I have the good fortune of calling Candace my wife. We have been together now 17 years this July. But yeah, she is my lovely buddy.
I've interviewed her a couple times and we talked about pure imagination. And if you don't even have a care about the music that she's bringing to the stage, it's like, oh, I don't even listen to that kind of music. She will make you a believer in 2 minutes flat. You'll
Absolutely,
be like,
she will.
You're like, okay, I wasn't going to go, but now I want, the boho VIP like experience.
You got to get the whole
I want
experience.
the tent. She just, within 2 seconds, you're just like, yes, I will follow you anywhere.
She has that way. And what's funny is not many people know how she came up with the idea or wanted to start Pure Imagination, which was coming out of COVID. And we saw so many people, and it doesn't matter where you sit on the political platform. We saw people fighting if you were left versus right, COVID versus non-COVID, mask versus non-mask, and kids not talking to parents, parents not talking to kids. We said, what's the one thing that brings people together? Music. And we wanted just for one day, everyone to forget about their differences and come and have a smile on their face and enjoy some beautiful music in our city. Because it's a musical city. I mean, Candace and I said this, it's like a mini Nashville, a mini Austin, and we have so many talented musicians here. So not many people know that about her.
No, she is magical. And now we're learning that there's some stuff going on with you that is also,
fun
and magical and exciting.
Yeah.
And who better? So
thank you.
Tell me what you're doing.
I have a new show on HGTV. Well, it's called The American Dream is what the show is called. It airs on HGTV. It also, because not all of us have cable, it streams on a lot of major platforms like Apple TV, Roku TV, Prime Video, Fire Stick, CNBC, and Bloomberg TV. So
you've learned them all.
I've learned them all. Yes. We are highlighting the lifestyle of Prescott, Arizona. Why do I love living here? What are the businesses we love supporting here? What is our weather like? Just if you never came to Prescott, what would you do? And why do you love living there?
Awesome.
With a little bit of real estate mixed in there. Figure 80% lifestyle, 20% real estate.
Which is what this town's all about, right?
Which is all
we want to all be here. Oh yeah, we got to find a place to live, but I'll worry about that later.
But what do you do? Why? Most people, because I work with majority of buyers that come from said state other than Arizona. So they have no idea what Prescott is even all about. They've just read it in a magazine, heard about it, maybe saw it on TV or Instagram or something like that. So I get to sell our town. That's what I get to do. I just happen to make a living by selling real estate, but I get to sell Prescott. So I've been doing this for many years. I am also with Dignity Health YRMC. I'm the hospital relocation agent. So any new doctors, nurses, anybody in the medical field that they're recruiting, if they want a community tour, I give them about an hour and a half tour of the town. I get to show them around. So now I get to put it on video, and now I get to show it on a national audience, which is fun.
Awesome. Which is just, what better town to showcase than Prescott?
I'm the luckiest guy. I never feel like I'm going to work every day because every day I get to sell this town. I came from Los Angeles. I was one of those guys, but
you were the last one we let in.
I was, exactly.
That was it.
But I worked on Hollywood Boulevard. I was a bartender at the Roosevelt Hotel. And you don't talk to many people on Hollywood Boulevard.
No.
And my wife and I, we knew when we wanted to create a little human, we didn't want to raise them where we were living. And that was the beauty of coming out to Prescott, is really seeing the community, the friendliness, people waving at each other. It's like, wow, what is this amazing
what is
town?
happening? We also came from a town in that same state, and we were the next to the last ones that they let in. So that was good. But we were buying a new TV, and it was in a big box, and this car was driving by as we were trying to load it into the truck, and kind of hit the brakes, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is it!
Come steal the TV?
He's gonna steal the TV?
Nope.
This is where this is where they
got out and lent you a hand.
100%.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And you lose that in a lot of other places, but here in Prescott, and 13 years later for me, it is still alive and well today, and that's what I want to showcase. I want to showcase. I can show you all the bars, the restaurants, the amazing, beautiful scenery. I can tell you about our wonderful weather, but I want to show you the people. I want to show you what this community is. Okay. We're known as everybody's hometown for a reason. So how you capture that, that's what I get to figure out this year.
So you've had one episode?
I did. It just aired this past Sunday, February 15th. And
how exciting.
Yep. I'm going to be shooting my next one in a couple weeks. And it's really, really fun. You know, for the first episode, I wanted to give you kind of like a chef's tasting. Yeah, if you had a day in Prescott, because there's so much to show, but if you had a day in Prescott, what would it look like? And so that's what I did for my first episode.
And what did you do? Where'd you take everybody?
Of course, you got to go check out the outdoors in the morning, go on a morning hike, see the Granite Dells or Constellation Trails, and then go into downtown, shop at our amazing restaurants. I did have to highlight the oldest bar in Arizona, and the Palace Saloon is just so cool. So talked a little bit about the history of the Palace, and then when the sun goes down, Whiskey Row turns up and comes alive. So highlighted a lot of our musicians and local bars and local music venues, and got to talk about that. So there's so much more to showcase. I honestly I can have an episode every week,
right,
to showcase.
And
this
you get to do 8 episodes of this.
I will be
and so you're still going to need more.
I'm still going to need more, but I'm really excited because eventually, if things go the way that we're looking, is to get all of northern Arizona, encompass Flagstaff, Sedona, Verde Valley, and Prescott. But right now, we're just focusing on the beautiful Quad Cities.
Well, because right here, I mean, you're an hour and a half away from great skiing. You're an hour and a half away from big city, if that's what you're looking for.
Yep.
And then, or stay just right here.
You just stay right here. I mean, just in a 2-hour radius, you can go so many different places.
You've got Grand Canyon, you've got peaks, you've got Jerome. I mean,
there's so
DJ,
much.
You need a whole show.
I need a whole show. I need a whole 30 minutes, multiple weeks to be able to showcase this town.
I can see you on like season 12, and we've just barely made it into Chino. So.
Barely even touched on the surface level of everything. So I'm very excited about it. And the next, I will be, if you follow me on social media, or I will be sending everything over to you guys as well, so you can post it and share it. But I will make sure to be getting the word out on when all my episodes will be airing. But again, you can always stream it as well.
Perfect. Now, if someone is looking to relocate, to buy a house, sell a house, how would they get a hold of you?
It's very easy. I have a website called SheridanPropertyGroup.com. You can email me at dj@SheridanPropertyGroup.com. My Instagram and Facebook is Sheridan Property Group. My personal Instagram is Sheridan22 Realtor. I post a lot of content, a lot of stuff about our city, a lot of videos updating people on the market. So those are the best places.
Now, what if you are a business or a hidden gem or something that you think should be on the show? Can they message you? Can
Absolutely.
They check with you?
I want to hear from all of our businesses. That was the neat part. So I hosted a watch party for a lot of different business owners, Prescottonians, city council members, chamber members this past Sunday. And I wanted to do it at a neat spot. And if anybody knows Dr. Tibby in town, he has a really cool new spot called The Loft, which is on Cortez Street.
Yes.
It's the best way to describe it, it's above Lizard's Lounge. And so I have all these locals coming in to go to this watch party, and they're like, what is this space?
Where'd this come from?
I didn't know this existed.
So many secrets.
There's so many secret, wonderful spaces, whether it's venue spaces, new speakeasies like Kimmy's Bar that opened up beneath where Brown Bag Burger used to be. Not many people know about that. So I want to, and there's probably places I don't even know about.
Yeah.
I try to stay on top of it.
We put a new Earth Cam up on top of the Palace, Senator, which everybody's like, where's the Senator? What is that place? So another little secret. But people love watching, people watching.
So what's
and
the
seeing,
Earth Cam? Is it just showing all of downtown?
showing all of downtown.
That's such
So
a great idea.
So when everything's going on, you can check it out. I like to just see, just watch the people and everybody.
But if we can't make the
thing.
parade one day, we can just watch it right there on the camera.
100%.
That's a great idea.
100%.
Yeah.
You see the palace right there in the little background with the flag, and what a great place to live.
You're going to get some good footage when it snows and when the trees start falling.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a little bit of weather to roll in, see how that goes. But I just want to thank you for coming in, and just you and your wife both, and Candace, what an incredible human, and
thank you.
Love that you are highlighting. Here at Talking Glass Media, we're all about good news, and you're doing that same thing. You are showing the good side of Prescott. Not that there's any, it's so good here, and so many people want to focus on negative, and I'm so glad that you guys.
Thank you, because every time it seems we make national news, it's not for the right reasons.
It's always something, yeah. And what's terrible is that's like 1% of the time.
If a 1%, if even a 1%. So if I can showcase a little bit of extra 1% of all the good, then I'm doing my job. And I'd love to continue to keep coming back and chatting with you and sharing more information.
I want to hear what goes on. I want to hear what's going on behind those scenes.
And I want to hear from people out there to be like, what if you were to showcase this city? What are things you want to see? Because there's, like we said earlier, there's so much to be able to showcase here.
And some walks of life like this, and some people like this, and there's a whole world that we're even missing out on. So again, he's given you about 473 ways to get a hold of him.
Yes.
Here's 474. If you want to get a question into DJ or have something you'd like to share or come check this out, you're always welcome to message us. We'll have a link below.
Wonderful.
We'll put all your contact information on there, but we look forward to hearing, thank you so much for.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for having me on, and I'm looking forward to coming back.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. See you next time, guys.